Assalamu alaikum. Hi, Oracle Reiki spiritual healer. And as we continue talking about the spirituality in movies, then I wanted to highlight The Matrix Reloaded, because when we start talking about piercing through the veil, and we're understanding that they already knew about what the internet would do to people's mind, and you will understand that The Matrix and The Matrix Reloaded is, how shall I say, is a look into the future of the understanding of how people would react, and the people who would be captured in a cycle, in a pattern within the Matrix. So they already knew what would happen once they unleash the internet onto the world. And so it has caused these types of portals to be opened up, because they are siphoning a lot of people's reality. They're siphoning their energy. They're siphoning their mental capacity through the internet when they do not interact in the correct way, in a posture that is beneficial for them and society. So, let's look at The Matrix Reloaded, where at the end of the movie, you can see all of these TV screens. And I think it's The Matrix Reloaded where they call this the architect, the great architect. And they are talking, Neo and this man, the great architect, is talking. And so on these TV screens, you will see that they only put Neo. He only had Neo in different aspects, different realms, different times, at different times that he had come in order to break out of the Matrix, and in order to break other people out of the Matrix as a chosen one. So you see him depicted on all of the TV screens in different forms, in different characters, in different behaviors and mental sets, mindsets. And then you will see them put everybody, who's in the Matrix, and you will see it keep changing. You will see them talking all at the same time, and this represents the people that are not chosen ones, who are stuck in the Matrix, who may never break out of this pattern. So we have these understandings about how this applies to our life, about how they already know what would happen if they introduce, the internet to the world and allowed them to monitor themselves with the internet. That a lot of people would do things that are against God. A lot of people would do things just for money, just for likes. They would forget about humanity. So the chosen one, which is Neo in this movie, has decided, to break everyone out of the Matrix that can come. So we have this understanding that they're making these movies so that you will have the knowledge that they have been psychologically attacking you and draining you all of your life, most of your life, and everything that has happened to you has been inserted, by these officials, by these, people who are many times government officials sent by the government to monitor you, or, people of power. That is what the architect represents in this movie. But we're going to go a little bit deeper, because, I have been talking to you guys about these people who can monitor you. We've been talking about familiar spirits. So this is what the Agent Smiths represent. But we want to also understand that in this movie, you were looking at Neo when he was with Lawrence Fishburne and I forgot his name, but I know the actor Lawrence Fishburne in this movie where they're training. And so Neo thinks that Lawrence Fishburne should be the chosen one. And a lot of times the chosen ones will not know themselves. The Oracle has already told Neo that he is not the one. And so in many times, you cannot know who you are so you can manifest who you are. But, Neo thinks that Lawrence Fishburne should be the chosen one. He is the greatest one. He is the most powerfulest one. So in many times you will be sent a guide and you don't even know that you're sent a guide. Sometimes it can be like in the Holy Bible, where you will have one chosen one like Moses leading another chosen one, but both of them are chosen ones and powerful, Moses and Aaron. You understand? So we have this understanding with this movie that they're making reference to two chosen ones. You can also you can also be led by chosen ones who are more powerful than chosen one, who may be angels sent to only lead the chosen ones out of danger. And these are considered the angels. So we have these understandings that this is the position of Lawrence Fishburne in this movie. And the Oracle, having, higher wisdom, higher knowledge, cannot, tell him who he is, who Neo is, because he has to choose the path himself. He has to know that he's the chosen one. So, these are how we discern this movie on a spiritual realm, why they put the spirituality in these movies, so that you will not think that this is happening to you, so you will be able to relate to it in your life, but you will not think that it's real. It's only for your entertainment. When they have these narcissists that have put the spirituality into these movies so that they can profit from them, so that they can profit off of the chosen ones. So, what happens when you are allowing, and we was talking about this last week, what happens when you allow the chosen ones to be distracted by profit, by their own real life stories that they have lived, by the stories that the narcissists want you to live. They want you to live, poorly, meagerly. They want you to tell your stories that, you had a hard life. So when these types of things happen and the chosen ones are distracted, when they're training, and the lady with the dog and the red dress walks by Neo, and he notices her because she's in all red, and that shows how distracted chosen ones can be. And Lawrence Fishburne let him know that if you are distracted, if you are not with us, you are one of them. Because becoming distracted means that you want that life. You want something to pretend. You want something that's not real. If you're seeing everybody else that's in black here, and she's the only one in red, then obviously she was inserted into the matrix, into the program, in order to distract you, and you fell for it, hook, line, and sinker. So this is what also goes on with a lot of our chosen ones. And so a lot of us have been sent just to guide you, so that you will understand the breakdown and the spirituality that they put in movies. And we're going to go over a couple of more movies, this weekend and this week coming. So I hope that you have enjoyed this message. Please reach out to me if you want me to do a movie to speak about a movie that you like, or you want me to cover on my channel. You can also, let me know if you want me to, book, to talk about a book that you want to talk about on my channel. I can also do books as well. So please reach out to me in the description below. Like, share, and subscribe to me. Book your one-on-one consultations. You know, if you're looking for your life purpose, I'm High Oracle, Reiki Spiritual Healer. Assalamu alaikum.